Good afternoon, grown-ups, and welcome to the Friday workout. Last workout of the favorite workouts of the last 3 weeks. We've done so far things that people like in the stretching sessions, loaded movement, PMFs for certain exercises, butterfly stretch, and today we're doing stretches with a belt. So if you're gonna do the workout today, you need a belt. If you do not have a belt, maybe a long towel might work as well. Anything long that can hold your joints, your limbs. So we're gonna start right over with stone salutation, and then we'll do static stretching. When we do static stretching is where we're gonna be using this. If you're not flexible enough and you cannot reach the floor sometimes, you can use a book, a hardcover book as support. Or if you have a yoga block, a yoga block. So I'm gonna go over a variation of the sun salutation that I've done many times. We're gonna start with a ape reach. First thing you need to do an ape reach is to do a full squat. Your heels should be able to reach the floor. Once you're there, if you cannot reach the floor into a full squat, go as low as you can with the heels on the ground. First position is gonna be with the hands turning away from each other and the thumbs turning towards the floor. Eyes down, head down. And then the second position is going to be with the chest open. This version, if you're not going all the way down to a squat, will be with the heels on the ground, and then you open up to the side and you stay there. So depending on your flexibility, you'll do that. So and after that, we're going to touch the floor. I'm going to go to the front, so you won't be able to see my face, but that's the first part, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so spread your legs hip width apart. Put the hip about, hip width, and then drop down to a full squat. Breathe in there. Now, if you're doing a half squat, then do the half squat. Now, reach forward with both hands, right? The head goes in between the shoulders. Eyes on the floor. Palms facing away from each other. Exhale. Now, open up the chest, go into your toes. Can't fit in. Open up the arms, eyes forward. Chest nice and open. Let me go back a little so you can see me. Eyes open, right? From here, we're going to go again into a reach like this. Thumbs down. Palms of your hands facing away from each other. Eyes on the floor. And open up. Just nice and wide. Open up. Arms to the side. Eyes forward. Yep. Just nice and wide. And that's the first part. From here, eyes forward, hands on the side. So now you're looking up and go up into a full squat. Let me see if I can go a little further back. From here, you're going to open your arms to the side, and then you're going to touch the floor. So, deep breath in, arms open to the side. Exhale, touch the floor. Stay there for a few seconds. Relax your head and your arms. Allow your upper body to relax. Deep breath in, go up. Exhale, stay up. Deep breath in, inhale, open the arms to the side. Reach towards the ceiling, and then go back down to the floor. Hang in there. Second to last time. In the next inhale, go up. Deep breath in. Exhale, go all the way down to the floor. If you cannot touch the floor at this point, you can bend the knees a little. And then you're going to go back into a full plank. All right, I'm going to switch my mat to the side so you can see me better. On the full plank, you should be able to keep your body straight, right? Your eyes are going to be on the floor. You're going to do 2 breaths in here. All right, place your knees on the floor. Bring your butt back into a child's pose. All right. From here, you have 2 options now. You can stay there in the child's pose and just curl your toes under your hips. Or you can get the knees off the floor and do what is called a loaded beast. So if you can't get the knees on the floor, keeping the knees on the air, now bring your head in between your arms and go up. If you had your knees on the floor, just do the same movement, but keeping the knees on the floor. Now you're in a cobra. Now you can relax everything into the floor. Eyes forward and breathe. You can point your toes to be behind you. 2 breaths. Now curl your toes. Raise your butt up into a downward dog. This is an inversion. This is good for you. Allow the blood flow to run in a different direction, especially with your head below your hips. Now for this next step, I'm going to give you 2 options. First one, you're going to raise the leg and you're going to kick forward and land in this position. Second option, you can bend, put the knees on the floor, and from here, pass the leg over to the front. And here, you can stay here, that's okay. But ideally, if you were able to get the foot here with your hands or however you got it there, then extend the other leg. Right here, you can use the book if you have flexibility. What you're gonna do, breathe in there first. We're listening to the hip on the back, that the hip flexor is stretching. And from here, you're gonna get the hand that is closer to the front foot and rotate towards the ceiling, open up your chest, breathe. All right, bring your hand back down. Now, the foot that is behind is gonna rotate towards, the heel is gonna rotate towards this foot so that the foot is pointing in that direction, right? And then another opportunity to use that book if you're not flexible enough. You're gonna get this hand that is away from the front foot towards the ceiling and open up. From here, you go back down. You have 2 options. You can press yourself up with both hands. You can go up from the same direction and land here. Okay, or you can put the knees on the floor to help yourself go up and prop yourself all the way up to standing. Find the version that is better for you. Then open the arms to the side and bend that front knee. Breathe. Second part, you're gonna rotate your hip forward. Knees are pointing to the front. Then you're gonna get your hands to the side. Breathe, hands overhead. Try to get an extension there. And stand up to the front. Now with that, you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So now you have the explanation of the whole thing. You should know how to do it. Now we're gonna work with breaths. For the left side, for the other side you haven't done, you're gonna do 2 breaths per position. Go down. Deep squat. 8 reach, part 1. Thumbs down. Palms away from each shoulder. 2 breaths in there. Feeling the release of the lower back. Open up the chest. 2 breaths in there. Go back. 2 breaths in there. Open up the chest again. 2 breaths in there. Feel the pec opening up. Your feet working to stay in balance. Back, heels back down. Reach out, eyes forward. Get into the squat facing forward in the position you can get to. That can be half a squat, that's fine. And with the eyes forward, stand all the way up. Now we're gonna take a deep breath with the hands to the side. Extend the hands to the side. Exhale, go all the way down to the floor. While you're at the floor, 2 breaths in there. In the next inhale, go all the way up. Keep rolling up little by little, vertebrae by vertebrae. Keeping everything relaxed until you're completely standing. Breathe. Take another inhale and open the arms to the side, open the chest. Get it almost like a hyperextension to the back. And go into a forward flexion all the way down to the floor. Relax for a second time. 2 breaths in there, and the next inhale, go all the way up. On the next sequence, you're going to go to the floor. Inhale. And all the way down. Great. You can bend your knees to get your palms to the floor, and you're going to land in the full plank. Remember to keep your core tight. 2 breaths in there. Get the knees to the floor. Bring the hips towards your glutes. Find your child's pose. Release the tension of your lower back. 2 breaths. Curl your toes with your knees on the air for a loaded knees, or with the knees on the floor for a child's pose with a little variation. Now once you're there, bring your head in between your arms and the chest up, land in a cobra. First breath, tension. Second breath, relax the knees and put them on the floor. Inhale, exhale. Curl your toes under and go all the way up to a downward dog. Go on the air. Deep breath in. Find your way to that long lunge. I'm going to do it swinging the leg forward. You can put the knee on the floor. Find your variation. And when you get here, 2 breaths. Inhale. Now the hand that is closer to the front foot goes towards the ceiling. Open up the chest. 2 breaths in there. Hand goes back down. Eyes on the floor again. Rotate that back heel towards the other heel and the foot away from your body. Now, in that position, the hand that is away from the front foot goes towards the ceiling. Rotate your eyes, open up the chest. Two breaths. Find your way up. Open the arms to the side. Find your warrior pose. Feel that stretch on that back leg. That abductors right here should be feeling a nice stretch. Open up the chest. Rotate the hip. Square them forward. Bring the arms overhead. Find a nice back flexion and the stretch in the hip flexor on the right leg. In my case. And stand up. We're gonna do one more sequence. This time we're gonna do one repetition of the floor touches and the loaded and the 8 reach, right? So go down into a deep squat for 1 8 reach. Reach out with the hands. thumbs towards the floor. 2 breaths. This is the one time you're going to be here, so take a deep breath. Open up the chest, eyes forward. As you look forward, 2 breaths. Ample arms, ample body, ample chest. After the 2 breaths, go back, bring the heels back into the floor. Palms forward, thumbs down. You can put the arm on your knees and eyes forward. Now you're looking at the front, right? And as you look at the front, you're going to stand up from the squat, making sure your feet are staying all the time on the floor. And now you're going to do 1 breath into a forward bend and stay down there. Inhale, arms to the side. Really big chest, open up towards the ceiling. Go all the way down to the floor. Hang in there, 2 breaths, you're not going back up. And put the hands on the floor, step out into a full plank. All right, take 2 breaths in there. After the second breath, put your knees on the floor, bring your butt towards your legs, and find your child's pose. 2 breaths in there. Prepare by doing a loaded beast or curling your toes under your hips. Knees on the floor if you're doing the loaded beast. From there, get your hand in between your arms, eyes forward, chest nice and open. Rest the knees on the floor. Breathe. Feel your hips open and breathe more. Curl your toes under your heels, yeah? And then go up into a downward dog. But in the air, 2 breaths in there. Raise your leg, in the case the right leg, and swing it forward. Find the way into this position and do 2 breaths in here. Open up the hip flexor, that's been like bending the whole day if you're sitting on the computer. Raise the arm that is closer to the front leg towards the ceiling. Open up the chest. 2 breaths. Deep breaths. Hands back down. Rotate the back heel towards the floor. Take a deep breath, and in the exhale, bring the hand that is away from the front foot towards the ceiling. In, out, open. 2 breaths. Find your way up into a warrior's pose. So extend the arms to the side, bend that front knee, feel the stretch in the back leg. 2 breaths. Get that right heel off the floor, hips pointing forward, arms over your head. That extend back, eyes up, big chest. And step forward. I'm going to do the other side. You're only doing 1-8 reach. Squat all the way down to the floor. All right. And reach with the thumbs towards the floor. Head looking at the floor, arms extending. Open up your lower back. 2 breaths. Open your arms to the side, eyes forward, chest nice and open. Ample view of the horizon. 2 breaths more. Try to do your best to feel like your diaphragm. Heels back on the floor, thumbs towards the floor, head in between the arms. 1 breath in there. On the next breath, look forward. Deep squat, eyes looking forward. This should be a comfortable position. If you're not in the deep squat, that's fine. You'll find your way here at some point. And in the next exhale, step way up. Both feet pointing forward. Right? Then open up the arms up. Open up the chest. Eyes towards the ceiling. Deep inhale. Exhale, go all the way down. Hang in there. Feel the muscles of your back releasing. Feel the hamstring stretching. Getting a little closer to the floor. Let your body fall down. Exhale, put the hands on the floor. Walk back into that full plank position. Hang in there for 2 breaths. Knees on the floor, butt back. Find your child's pose, 2 breaths. Feel your toes under your hips, and knees on the edge. You want to do a loaded piece, otherwise leave the knees on the floor. From here, the head goes in between the arms, and you go all the way up into a cobra. Knees on the floor, eyes forward, chest nice and open. Breathe. All right, curl your toes into the floor. You're gonna go up and go downward up, downward up. Now you're gonna do the other side, right? But stay hang in there. Feel that change of direction of your blood flow. Your head should be right down below your hips, right? You're taking 2 breaths in here. Then you're gonna get the other leg that you didn't do off the floor. Swing it forward and land in a long lunge. Breathe in there. Find that nice stretch on your hip flexor. 2 breaths, and the hand that is closer to the front leg rotates towards the ceiling. Open up the chest. 2 breaths in there. Hand goes back down. Then the back heel is going to rotate towards the other heel. The foot is pointing away from your body. The hand that is further away from your front foot is going to go towards the ceiling. Eyes up, breathe. All right, get off the floor. And in any way you can, find your way into a warrior's pose. Bend that front knee, find the stretch. Feel that stretch on that back leg. Your adductors are opening up. And your quads are loading a little bit. That's good. You're getting a little bit of exercise. Get your back heel on the floor. Align both hips forward. Bring the hands overhead. Exhale. All right, step forward. That was the second and last sequence. And if you just got here, let's see if you can do the sequence on the other side. Go down to a deep squat. And find your belt. All right. As you find your belt, lay your back on the floor. We're gonna start doing a little bit of release on the glutes before using it, but keep it close because we're gonna use the belt pretty soon. All right, lay on the back. Bring the knee. Get the club closer to me. Bring the knee towards the chest. Once you're in there, if you can still see the camera, work with your ankle. Do a little bit of rotations with your ankle if you can, and if you can see the camera, you know. If you don't, if you know what I'm talking about, then do the rotations. Do them in the other direction. All right, let go of that knee. Switch the leg. Couple breaths in there, bringing that knee towards your chest. And now start doing circles with the ankle if you can. If you know what I'm talking about, do it. If you cannot see me, if you can see me, do it. Change direction. All right. Put the both feet on the floor. Okay. Cross one leg on top, right? And you're gonna bring the knee towards your chest. Grab the knee if you can, or the leg. If you cannot grab your knee, and you want to keep your back on the floor, this is a good moment to use your belts. Ideally, you want to keep your head on the floor while you're doing this. So what you do is that you keep your head on the floor, grab your knee, and find the way into your hands, if possible, by using the belt. You want to keep that head resting on the floor, right? Let's do 4 breaths in here, deep breaths. One more breath. And switch sides. Likewise, if you need to like crunch up to grab your knee, just use a belt. Put it around your knee. Get your head to the floor, rest it there, and pull that knee towards you. If the knee ever gets to your hand, great. If it doesn't get to your hand, just hold it like you did with the belt. 4 breaths in there. Finding your eyes on the ceiling, breathe deep. Alright, now here we stay on the floor, we go to the phone part. You're gonna now extend one leg and the other one you're gonna grab with the belt. Extend the knee up, and with that knee as straight as possible, breathe it up. Now you're feeling that hamstrings first. You feel most of the tension here. Sometimes if you feel the tension here, it's okay to bend the knee a little. If you're able to bring it up without bending the knee, good. And open the hip to the side. And as you open the hip away from your body, the other hand is going to go to the floor. And your eyes are also going to go to that side, away from the leg. So the leg is opening up to the side, feeling a nice stretch again in your adductors and your hamstrings. So if you cannot see me, I'm bringing this leg towards that side and this hand towards that side. And the eyes towards that side. All right, bring the leg back up. Then you're going to switch the arm. So the arm that is opposite to the leg. So basically my right leg is up. I'm reaching with my left arm, right? And then I'm going to let the leg fall to my left side, and my right arm is going to go to my right side as I look towards the hand. That's going to open my IT band right here. My eyes are that way. Breathe. All right, bring the leg back up. And switch legs. So basically we're switching the hamstring, then the adductor, and the IT band. So when you go in here, the first arm that is going to be holding the leg is the one that is closer to the front leg. All right? Breathe in there. Still a couple of breaths with that hamstring stretch. Now the leg is going in that direction away. So you're holding with the same arm, right? I'm holding my left leg with my left arm. The leg is falling to the left side. My right arm is going towards the right side. My eyes too. Feel that nice stretch in your adductors. And go back up. Now you're going to change the arm. The arm that is opposite to the leg is going to hold the belt, right? In my case, my right arm is holding my left leg. And my left leg is going to go towards my right side, away from the camera. And then the left arm is going to go towards the left side. All right? should focus maybe on the lower back a little bit. You're stretching those muscles there. The hamstring, the IT band. Try to keep your thorax on the floor to see the thorax opens through. Breathe. All right, go back up. And find your way to sitting. Okay. Now you're gonna sit up straight. Let's do a butterfly. It was a popular one, so I'm gonna repeat it. I did it this week. So straighten up your back, up on the legs to the side. So before on the floor, we were also stretching the adductors. Not a bad idea to stretch the same muscles in different positions because the body does different things when the different joints are in different positions, right? Like now my knee is bent, something different is happening on these stitches when I'm opening up my adductors. Check that we're doing multiple things to do this first. The first thing we're gonna do is standing straight. After being standing straight for a little bit, put the hands on your legs and push the knees towards the floor. Here we can use the PNF. If you want to add a little bit of mobility in the hips, push your knees in and hold that pressure with your elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. And now with your elbows, push the knees further down. Okay. Bring both arms forward. Getting a nice stretch. If you want help, you can use your hands to reach forward further. All right. Now, straighten up your legs. We're going to use the belt again. Last time we used it with one leg at a time. I want to use it with 2 legs at a time. So there's a different variation of the hamstring stretch. Straighten up your back here. This, for some people, me included, should already feel like a little bit of stretching. For some people, it will feel like a lot of stretching. For some people, it won't feel like any stretching at all. Now put those belts together and let's play a game. We're going to climb towards the legs. So let's take a step forward and hang in there, 3 breaths. Three breaths, take a step forward, see if you can go a little further in. See how that stretching intensifies. Hopefully you're really close to your toes. I get a little closer again. Last time. All right, open up to the side. We're gonna now hold your legs. Hang in there. Get your chest to the front of the legs. All right, to get the loose a little bit loose. If you're not, if you do a deep squat, you just won't feel like a lot. Now you're gonna switch the directions. I want you to put the knees on the floor. You're gonna do a hip flexor stretch. And I am going to fold my mat because I am on a tile floor and these tiles are really hard on my knees. And I like my knees. So with the belts, you have 2 options. I'm going to show you the easy version is just doing this, right? Go sideways a little. It's just doing this. Right? Now, if you can't maintain the balance, you can bring that knee up. You're bringing it up as much as you can. If this is what you have, that's fine. If you can keep bringing it up until you reach it with your hands, even better. And then once it's there, you just hold it with your hands if you can. Holding with the belts only is fine. Eyes forward, deep breath. This should be opening also your pec minor a little if you're tight like me. Alright, let the leg go down. Switch sides and now get the belt under the other leg. If you're just doing the half kneeling position without bringing the leg up, that's fine. That's fine. You're also getting a nice hip flexor stretch just by standing here. If you're not bringing the leg up, make sure you squeeze your abs and your glutes so you get a better stretch on the hip flexor and you're not stretching the back that much, the spine that much. And now if you can't bring the leg up, use that belt to pull it. Make sure you don't fall on the floor. Chest nice and open. Heel touching the floor if possible. And stretching forward. Eyes on one spot in the front. If anybody needs to recover, I can wait a little. Alright. And knees back down. Now we're going to wake our way up into standing. We're going to do the shoulder rotators. The first exercise for that is going to be, well, the only exercise for this is going to be this one. So you have one part. The first part, you see that I'm holding the belt in both sides, is for the lower arm to pull this elbow up so that it's reaching the ceiling. If you're flexible enough to hold your hands behind your back, just hold your hand behind your back and make sure that your elbow is pointing up towards the ceiling. If not, just use the belt and do your best to make it point towards the ceiling and hold eyes forward. Alright, now the arm that is up is going to pull the other arm, the lower arm up. So if your arm that is behind your back, under your back, can reach the center of your shoulder blades, that's a good spot to be. So for the upper arm, the elbow pointing the ceiling. For the lower arm, the center of your shoulder blades. Eyes forward and switch sides. Drop the belt behind you and try to get that upper arm to have the elbow pointing towards the ceiling. Right? Eyes forward, chest nice and open. Now, with the other arm, you're gonna pull up and try to find that spot in between the shoulder blades. It might be harder with your dominant hand, right? So right now, for instance, the hand that is under is doing internal rotation. The internal rotators on your dominant side tend to get tighter because you use that arm more, especially for writing and using the mouse when you're using the computer. All right, couple breaths. Last stretch we're gonna do is the pec minor. You're gonna do the pec minor with the belt by holding the belt hip width apart and rotating rotating the elbows and raising the belt up. Eyes forward, chest nice and open. You might feel a little bit of stretching on the biceps. That's fine. Yeah, forearms and biceps. All right, that's it for today's stretching. We're gonna see everybody next week. So thank you so much for coming to the workout. Thank you so much for joining in today's workout for grown-ups. This is the last day of the favorite workouts of the grown-ups, and the last thing people like was the stretching with the belt. So there you got it. If you missed it, you saw it today. And now I'm gonna share the QR code to my PayPal account. I do that because this is one of the ways that I'm getting through as I am staying home. I am raising some funds so to survive by getting donations from people like you. So if you can donate everything like $5, $10, or $15, I will really appreciate it. If you can, that's fine. Also, there's other ways you can help me. You can bring people, refer people, bring more people to the workouts. And additionally, come to the workouts and share with me. We are trying to do something where we can share through the distance, doing something healthy, like working out. So I'm really happy when I see the screen full of faces that are most of the time known, and I get to share with people, even if it is on the distance, doing something healthy. So I look forward to seeing more people in the next workouts that are coming up. And if you are willing to donate, make sure that you use your PayPal app or your phone app, so it takes you to the PayPal website and you can donate whatever you want. And with that being said, thank you so much to all the participants. Thank you so much for the people that are watching this video after, and have a great day. Bye.